What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the toy room. So when I gave you guys a tour of this room a couple weeks ago, the entire room was finished, well, most of it, except for this one back section behind me here. Now this is where I intended to put all of my Star Wars Black Series figures, and today that's what we're going to be working on. The reason I never got around to it is because all of my Black Series stuff was pretty much like in storage in the garage still. So I finally have all this stuff out of storage, and yeah, all of this stacked up here. This is all just Star Wars Black Series figures, and it is insanity. So I have a complete set of the orange stripe figures. I also have a complete set of all the blue stripe figures, and I want to say probably like 75-80% of all of the red box figures. Now I don't have any of the newer ones other than this Mandalorian one right here, just because I ended up cutting myself off from the Black Series. It was just getting to be way too much. They released way too many figures. It was getting very expensive. The figures in itself was a mission to find, and also they just like ended up re-releasing like newer versions of the original ones, and I didn't want to, there's such a glare, I didn't want to end up just picking up like a bunch of the same figures over again, and the glare in here is horrible. But so that's why I kind of just stopped collecting Star Wars Black Series. Now I thought about selling this collection because I can get a ton of money for all this, but at the end of the day I just love Star Wars and I love the figures way too much to do that. And I thought it would be really cool to just kind of create a big epic Star Wars display, whether it be like a big battle scene or something. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I know that I have a lot of space to work with. So I think this surface here is about 6 feet long, and it might be about like 2 feet deep maybe. I'm not really sure, but I got a lot of room to work with. So what we're gonna do in today's video, and I doubt we're gonna finish, so this is probably just gonna be like episode 1 of like building the ultimate Star Wars display, I guess I'll call it. But what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna organize the figures. I'm gonna sort them first and sort them by which movie they're from. So episode 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, so on and so forth. And then from there, I'm gonna just start opening figures, and I'll do a time lapse of the unboxing of all the figures, and we'll see how long that takes and where we go from there. Honestly, today may just be unboxing the figures and then just kind of resting them along here, and then the next time I have some free time on my next day off, then I'll work on setting them up. I don't know how long this is going to take, and this intro is getting kind of long enough, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into whatever we're going to get into for today's video. Alright, you guys, so this is where we are at now. This is much later in the day. I actually had something come up, and I had to pause working on this project earlier when I filmed the intro, and then I had to come back and get back into it. Then I realized I got into the flow, I started taking figures out, and I never set the camera to time lapse. So right now I have them separated. These are all of the good guys, and then these are all of the villains. And the way that I'm going to set this up, as you can see by the figures that I've already taken out and just kind of placed here, I'm going to set good guys on this side, villains on this side, and then just kind of have them coming at each other to meet here in the middle. Now this one here is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set. If I can carefully open it up, you can see in there. So this one I'm actually not taking out of the packaging, so I'm going to keep this one in the packaging, but luckily that little flap will fold down and lay flat here, so I can still put figures going across there if I want to do so. But here is where we are. So as you can see, just a ton of figures, and still have a bunch more to go, but this is where we're at so far with it right there. So I'm probably gonna run out of space just like having to lay them down here, so I'm gonna have to figure something out, because running out of space quickly, and we still have a bunch more to go. So I think we're making pretty good progress, but like I said, we still got a ways to go. So now that I remembered, I'm going to take my GoPro, set it up somewhere where I can get a decent angle of me just unboxing these. Hopefully just time lapse some of it, show some of the clips. It's not going to be that interesting, but at least you guys will kind of be able to see the process of me going through this. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright you guys, and here is the progress that we've made so far. So you can see this pile is looking a lot better. It's a lot more empty and whatnot. I actually took a different approach to this section here. Now initially I wanted to put my San Diego Comic-Con Jabba's throne set kind of in the middle, but I decided not to do that just because it was taking up too much space, and I didn't actually realize how big like these deluxe vehicle sets are. I mean, these things are absolutely massive. Obviously I've only ever had them in the packaging before, so once I finally got them out of the packaging and just realized like how big and massive these actually are, I had to kind of reconfigure everything. So I made it my priority to get the bigger deluxe stuff out first, just to kind of give me an idea of like where things will go and how things will fit. So as you can see, just off of that, we're running out of space pretty quickly, and then we still have to do the bad guys on this side. But I feel confident. I think we'll be able to pull it off, but I think that's going to be it for tonight. So in this video, I really didn't make too much progress. A lot of it is really just honestly unpacking, unboxing all the figures, because as you can see, this is my second, there goes my Happy Meal box. This is my second bag of trash that I filled up today. Obviously just like unboxing all of these figures is very, very time consuming, but here is where we're at so far with it. So obviously it doesn't look like much right now at the moment, but I think once it's all said and done, it will look pretty awesome. Now the only thing about me personally is I'm not really good at like doing pretty cool poses and stuff when I display my figures, so it's not gonna look as cool as it could possibly look, but I still think it'll be pretty nice. I want to try and pose some figures kind of like in a running motion. I don't know if they're going to balance, but it'll be cool to have a couple figures running this way and then others running this way. Just kind of look like a big battle scene's going on. One thing that I really love with some of these deluxe figures is they came with like these bases with different environments and stuff, so I feel like that adds a little bit of life to otherwise just a plain shelf. So I want to look into getting some more just little accessories, like maybe some fire effects or blast effects or something like that, just to really liven up this whole battle scene and really just make it feel like there's truly like a giant war going on. So that's where I'm at right now with it. I know this video might have been a little boring. I'm honestly not even sure if I'm going to post it. I might just post it just so you guys can see the progress I'm doing, and just kind of like a step-by-step in each video of where the progress is going. Obviously each video is just going to be setting up more and more, but I can't wait till it's done, and when this room is finally complete, once I have that, the room will finally be like complete once that section is done. But this is where we are with the room right now. I did hang up some posters today, got artwork all around the room, but I'll save that for a future video. But if you guys haven't seen the room tour, be sure to check that out, because this room was a long time in the making, and I'm very, very happy with the way it came out. Obviously it's a bit of a mess right now with things all over the place, so definitely check out that room tour if you guys want to see what it looks like in all of its glory. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I know you didn't really get to see too much get done, but you guys have to understand and bear with me because it is a process to do all this stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up, make sure you give it that like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, check out some of my other videos that are popping up on the screen for you guys to click on, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So as always guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.